Hey everybody, Weston here with the Hidden Gibbon, back with another Avatar deck tech video, and today, this one's not very budget. I apologize in advance for that, but I've really wanted to see what we could do with this commander, see how it works. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So who is it? We had the other one, Tong, that cared about putting things into people's libraries. So today, we have the other and extremely expensive Tong Librarian. So, who is Tong? In the show, he's a spirit that looks over a giant library and has all knowledge, and he's kind of a jerk sometimes. But in the game here, he's a 1/1 for X and double blue with flash, flying, and vigilance. Lots of keywords there. And when Tong enters, put X 1/1 counters on him, then draw half of X cards rounded down. So he has kind of like an experimental Kraj ability for the draw cards. And then whenever an opponent searches their library, put a 1/1 counter on Tong and draw a card. So, the reason that this card is so expensive is because it has a lot of potential in a lot of different formats, from Commander to potentially CEDH, barring Orcish Bowmasters, mind you. And could be even see Legacy play. I talked to my friend Dewey about it. He said it might be interesting. He's gonna test out some Avatar cards for Legacy. If that is something you guys would be interested to see us discuss, because my friends and I talk Magic, maybe I can get like a Discord call together where myself, my friend Dewey, and then Mitch can all talk about Avatar and how it's impacting the various formats, or how it might impact the various formats. But what are we going to do with this deck today? This is going to be mono blue control, and in a format like Commander where people are always searching their libraries, our hope is that Tong will draw some cards, and yeah, be able to do some silly things. So let's look at who we got here. Well, we do have Jace, the Wielder of Mysteries. Planeswalkers are a little weak in Commander because it's hard to protect them when you have one turn to your opponent's 3 turns. But Jace here's pretty overall not super strong, not a big threatening thing for the opponents. They still will probably kill it. But it says if you would draw a card while you have no... if you draw a card while your library has no cards, you win the game. Sorry, friends, I woke up like an hour ago. I can only do these videos when I'm tired. And then target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard, draw a card, and draw 7. Then if your library has no cards in it, you win the game. So what do we have for creatures? Oh, by the way, this is bracket 4. We have lots of game changers in here, etc. So for this bracket 4 deck, we are running Consecrated Sphinx, which might be a little expensive for bracket 4, given some of the aspects of bracket 4 and how fast it is, but you never know. We have Eliuge, the Shoreless Sea. We have Fairy Mastermind. Flesh Duplicate, so that way you can have it enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except for it has Vanishing 3, if that creature doesn't have Vanishing. So you can play this and then draw even more cards doing fun things. We have Flux Channeler, which does some proliferate things, which we do have Katara, Waterbending Master, in here, who gives you experience counters, which is very good, because when she attacks, you can draw a card for each experience counter you have, and then discard a card. Plus Flesh Duplicate, increasing those vanishing counters. We have Harbinger of the Seas to make people's non-basics very sad. We have High Fae Trickster. You may cast spells as though they had flash. We have Lila, Holographic Assistant, is whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. We have Netzal, Primal Tide, Phyrexian Metamorph, copies a creature. Snapcaster Mage, Spellseeker, Spellskite, and we have our other Tong, the All-Knowing, which is, he poops out a bunch of spirit tokens whenever an opponent... whenever a card is put into a library from anywhere, so not just your opponents, you as well, you get some tokens. For sorceries, we are only running 6. We are running Gitaxian Probe, Serum Visions, Windfall to draw some extra cards, Treasure Cruise, Seagate Restoration, and Temporal Manipulation. For our instance, we are running a boatload of counter magic. We have an Offer You Can't Refuse, Archmage's Charm, Counterspell, Fierce Guardianship, Force of Will, Flare of Denial, Flusterstorm, Dispel, not Dramatic Reversal, oh my gosh, Force of Negation, Mental Misstep, Mana Drain, Negate, in a way, Mind Break Trap, Swan Song, and Pact of Negation. And Muddle the Mixture, which you can transmute. That's important. We also have Pongify, Rapid Hybridization for a little bit, a touch of removal. We have Opt for some draw in here. We also have High Tide for our combo potential. We have Dramatic Reversal to untap all non-land permanents. We have Evacuation, return all creatures to their owner's hands. Aether Spouts returns attacking creatures to their owner's hands. So, yeah, pretty much heavy mono blue control. For artifacts now, we are running Cage Sun, which is a little bit slow. But again, for mono blue control, you're just going to be sitting there and you're going to be counting your opponent's stuff. We have Asakran Scepter. You know, you can put your High Tide on there, do silly things. We have Chrome Mox, Mox Amber, Crucible of Worlds, Sapphire Medallion, Soul Ring, the One Ring, and Magic Mirror. And now, part of the reason we have Crucible of Worlds in here, we'll be getting down to that in our lands. We also have Amphibian Downpour. This card's very strong. Highly recommend playing it. We have Counterbalance, which, you know, we've got Countertop in here. It's a fun time. Mystic Remora and Rhystic Study. We have Proph's Eidetic Memory, which just got banned in Standard, right? And when it enters, draw a card, no maximum hand size at the beginning of combat and your turn. If you draw more than one card this turn, put X1/1 counters on target creature you control, where X is the number of cards you've drawn this turn, -1. Wizard class, so you have no maximum hand size. Alright, so we have Crucible Worlds in this deck, right? And that's because we're playing cards like Demolition Field and Field of Ruin and Ghost Quarter. This makes it so our opponents search their libraries for lands. I mean, you know, this one's a May, and so I believe, you know, if somebody really wants to go down some lands, they can. But we're also running Otawara in here, Academy Ruins, Minimo. We did throw Strip Mine and Soul or Wasteland in here as well. Although they don't make an opponent search, it increases the likelihood that people are going to have to search for things. We have Sanctum of Eternity, return target commander you own from the battlefield to your hand. Protects your Wan Shi Tong. War Room, and Volatile Fault. A very important thing to note with Wan Shi Tong is he is vulnerable, very, very vulnerable to Orcish Bowmasters. So I would highly recommend that if you play Wan Shi Tong, play him early for a low X, holding up counter magic. So that way if somebody tries to flash in an Orcish Bowmasters, you can counter that spell and have some redundancy behind that spell, right? Playing your big bombs and your threats like Wan Shi Tong all really rely on having the tools you need in your back pocket to protect them. But let me know what you think of Wan Shi Tong. I think that he might see play, like I said, in Legacy. Standard, he might get to see some fun things there and some other stuff. But let me know in the comments down below. As always, I am Weston with the Hidden Gibbon, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.